55 years ago, Imam Abdullah Harun in the year 1969 was martyred by the apartheid police. But at the same time, even though he tried his utmost to ensure that MSA chapters were established right throughout the country, there were many people at the time who managed to manifest his legacy, and they eventually established the first MSA chapter in the entire country, MSA UWC, in September of 1969. Since that time, in the apartheid era, the MSA was a means and an organization in which they used to fight against the racist apartheid regime. Post-democracy, they also managed to ensure that they catered for the needs of the students throughout the country when MSAs were officially established. And of course, later now in our era, the post-COVID era, we are still continuing to serve our students based on the legacy of people like Imam Abdullah Harun and all of our forefathers.
At Masjid Al-Jamia, where we are right now, Stighman Road Masjid, Imam Abdullah Harun, more than 50 years ago, 55 years ago to be exact, started many Muslim youth movements within this community. And from here, of course, he encouraged all of the Muslim youth at various universities such as UWC, where we are based, UCT, and many other campuses within the Cape region. He inspired the students at the time to begin their own MSA chapters within their universities, whereby they would be able to cater for the needs of the students at the time. Imam Harun, of course, was one of the few imams that actually spoke about social politics and spoke about matters that affected the youth. And in that way, he was able to conscientize the youth, those who started our MSA, and those people who ultimately catered for the needs of our Muslim students back then. And at the same time, even though the Muslim youth back then, through the MSAs, were fighting for the social and political rights of the students, today, post-democracy, and even in this post-COVID era, where we see many of the ways of the West, the ideologies and the isms that govern our ways of life because of what the West is putting on us, as well as the godless world order is putting out against us, we are today making awareness pertaining to the reality of students who are being engulfed by these ideologies and are seeking to bring out the true value of Islam to them, to conscientize them in this era that we are living in, where there's godlessness prevailing all around us. We have to seek to counter that in our time today, in following in the footsteps of those who have come before us.